Good morning and welcome to today's Enactus Plus Social Good Hangout, part of the Road to the Enactus World Cup series, a series where Enactus student teams from around the world share their stories about their community outreach work. As a part of this Road to the Enactus World Cup series, we will be highlighting Enactus team stories from Germany, Brazil, China, India, Morocco, USA, and today we will hear from the team representing Singapore, Nanyang Technological University, who will showcase their community outreach projects along with 35 other national champions at the Enactus World Cup, which is taking place October 22nd through the 24th in Beijing, China. For those of you who are not familiar with Enactus, we are an international nonprofit organization that brings together student, academic, and business leaders who are committed to using the power of entrepreneurial action to improve livelihoods. Guided by academic advisors and business experts, the student leaders of Enactus create and implement community empowerment projects around the globe. The experience not only transforms lives, it helps students develop specific skill sets and a social perspective that is essential to leadership in an ever more complicated and challenging world. With that, I would like to turn it over to my colleague Brian, who is the program director for Singapore and can share more about what their national champion team has contributed this year.
Thank you, Sarah, for that. So, hi everyone, I'm Brian from Enactus Singapore. I'm the program manager that recently came on board last year. Just to share more about Enactus in Singapore, we've actually had the program since 2008. We've now reached out to 7 schools, universities as well as polytechnics, and we have a community of 185 students currently, working on 19 projects. We also like to take this opportunity to share about our sponsors. These are our sponsors for the year. Okay. And with that, I'd like to introduce the team as well. So for this year's national competition, we actually had it on the 21st of June at the DBS Central Asia Auditorium. We had 4 universities and polytechnics participating in this competition, and the champion for this year is Nanyang Technological University. So to introduce you guys to the team, we have Lian.
Hi, nice to meet you.
We have Debbie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And we have Li Cheng.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you.
This team, they're representatives of their project Gourmet Guru. This year, Nanyang Technological University, or NTU for short, presented Gourmet Guru as well as Cyber Kopitiam as their projects for the competition. I think also to share more about the program that we have in Singapore, we also focus a lot on project quality. For instance, we focus on providing students with all the skill sets necessary to do their projects. We have what we call the Fast World Workshop series that's conducted twice a year. We also provide mentoring and leadership development opportunities for the students. There's mentoring sessions for the projects, or project feedback workshops, and also individually we have what we call a Responsible Leaders Program that provides one-on-one mentoring to the students. Okay, so with that, let's go back to the team and just welcome them for being here tonight on this Google Hangout.
Thank you.
So what I'll do is I'll also pass around the mic for them to introduce themselves.
Hi guys, my name is Lian, and I was one of the presenters for the Nationals Enactus competition that was held a few months ago.
Hi everyone, I'm Debbie, and I'm going to be the next project leader for the next academic year, and I was also one of the presenters representing NTU this year.
Hi guys, my name is Li Chen. I'm the last year's project leader for Gourmet Guru, and this year I'm going to become the project vice president for Enactus NTU. So I've been in Enactus for almost 2 years, and this is the 3rd year in coming to be. Yeah.
Okay, thank you everyone. So also, since we also had the opportunity to have Li Cheng here, who is also the Vice President for projects in his university, I'd like to also take this time for him to share more about the team's projects that they have.
Okay. Sure. Actually, currently now for Enactus NTU, we have altogether 5 projects. So they are named Gourmet Guru, Volunteer Connect Band, Burn with Love, Cyber Kopitiam, and as well as Atypical. So there are altogether 5 projects. 3 are still in the developing stage, and 2 are actually in the mature stage. So maybe just to give some brief introduction about 2 projects. One of them is actually Gourmet Guru. What the Gourmet Guru does is that they train housewives to become experts culinary instructors, so that they can provide lessons to the public, and through that our beneficiary, who are the housewife, also known as homemakers, earn some income. And as well as for another project, Brand with Love, our beneficiaries are actually intellectual disability people. So they do have a physical kitchen for them to do bakery, and then we actually help them to do sales and marketing so that they can gain additional income from there. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Lishan. So now what I'd like to do is find out more about the projects you guys are going to feature at this year's World Cup. So as I understand it, NTU would also go on to go for the Enactus World Cup to share more about Gourmet Guru and Cyber Kopitiam. I'd like to find out more about how you guys started off this project.
Maybe I can go first. Okay. Gourmet Guru was a project that actually started in the year 2011. So our pioneer actually noticed that there is a need in the market for our homemakers to earn some additional income. But due to their home commitment, they cannot afford to do a full-time job. Hence, we actually see an opportunity to become a platform for these homemakers to get in touch with the society by actually training them to become culinary instructors, which is something that they are already very expert in. Yeah. So.
Alright, that's great. Could you just share more about the beneficiaries you work with, how you guys have impacted them?
Hi, okay, so for our beneficiaries, we actually get them from this organization, PPIS, which is actually a self-help organization located in Singapore. So the homemakers actually go through a culinary class over at PPIS. So upon graduation, we actually get these homemakers from them. And because the homemakers, they're already very skilled at cooking, at baking, so we provide them with training for class management, speaking skills, for them to be better equipped to teach cooking classes. So right now, as of now, we actually have impacted 14 homemakers, and we're actually looking into increasing this number over the years.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, thanks for that, Debbie. Could you also share more about the impact you have delivered to the beneficiaries?
Yeah.
So some of the economic benefits that our homemakers have gained over the years by engaging with us is that they are now able to make an additional $300 every month. And we think this is like a significant 24% increase in their total household income. So this gives them a much better livelihood and a better quality of life.
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah. Okay. So you guys have been working on this project for the last almost 4 years. What were the challenges you guys faced, especially during the years that you guys took over as project leaders?
Actually, some of the challenges that we faced were homemakers' commitment issues. One of the reasons is because they treat this as a part-time job, so sometimes they could not commit fully. So how we actually avoid this is to actually always partner our homemakers together in pairs for one single assignment. So in the case of emergency, they can actually, at least there's someone else there to replace them. So instead of having a pair, we will just have a one instructor lessons. And also, previously, we have always been exploring new opportunities in the market. So we have identified 4 areas, or in other words, 4 target customers that we want to serve. So, however, actually due to a manpower issue, and so we actually only now focus on two. So these current target customers, they are the schools and as well as the corporates in Singapore. So for schools, we would like to let our culinary instructors to become home economics teacher. So they have already, we already have long-term partnership with two of the schools in Singapore. And as well as for corporates, we would like to do more of corporate bonding schools. Corporate bonding sessions. So we have partnered with previously DBS, OCBC, and a lot of major banks in Singapore who they have actually worked with us. Yeah. Okay.
Anyone else?
Yeah, hi. So I think one other challenge that we actually faced was to provide sustainable income opportunities for homemakers. So this is what one of the reasons why we actually focus on schools and corporates is because we can actually better target this challenge. Because for schools, normally we hold regular lessons every week. So this gives the homemakers a form of more stable income as compared to ad hoc events. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So let's find out. So you guys have been working on this project for 3 to 4 years. I heard there's really good news. You guys have identified a beneficiary that will take over the project. Can you also share more? What are the next steps?
Yes, actually we have one homemaker in mind that we actually want to hand over the business. Of course, to us, first of all, we want to exit the business, to let our homemakers to manage the business entirely on their own. However, we also actually do realize that business management skills and business operation skills are actually in fact different. So we have to do this in a gradual process. So currently we have let our homemakers to actually do more operational side of the business. So in the future, we gradually move on our homemakers to slowly take over. The next step for us, Gourmet so with this Comcare grant, we actually do have enough financials, enough financials to actually support a full-time staff. It may not need to be a homemaker. We are actually also looking at maybe a poly graduate in Singapore. So it all depends on whether this person, whoever qualifies for the job. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. How else do you think you can make the project grow as well? As I understand, for Singapore, there's actually a diverse range of racial groups. For instance, we have Indians, Muslims, and Chinese. And currently, at this point in time, Gourmet Guru only approaches the Malay ethnic community. What are the plans for the team? Do you have plans also to reach out to more people, to other racial groups as well?
Actually, currently, we don't have any ideas to actually expand or reach our beneficiaries to the non-Malay community because in Singapore, we are actually multiracial. So by engaging the Malay homemakers, we ensure that the halal. So it actually caters to a larger audience in Singapore where a large group of Singaporeans are actually Muslims. So if we were to engage maybe the Indians or Chinese homemakers, we will not be able to achieve this halal certification, and our target audience will not be that big anymore. So for future plans for Gourmet Guru, of course, ideally, what we actually aim to have is to have our own kitchen, but we do understand that it's going to be a very, very tough thing to do. So, but we will try, and we'll see how it goes from here.
That's great. Alright. So just to get a sense, because in Singapore, a lot of the university curriculum is very, very tight. There's a lot of projects and assignments. How do you guys manage both the project as well as your own university study commitments?
Okay, that's an interesting question. All right.
That's an interesting question. We have actually members in Gourmet Guru right now, and we put in at least like 2 hours of work each week. So that's like week. Sorry, 40 hours a week. So we think that this time, like 2 hours a week, is more like the weekly meetings that we hold with our members to actually catch up and get updated on what each and every one of us have been doing. But aside from that, we also put in a lot more effort and time to actually do our own part of our own tasks and our own deadlines. So it's like any spare time that we have, we would just dedicate it to Gourmet Guru.
And yeah, and I think one of the culture that actually Enactus NTU had developed as a team is that we always tell our members that we are full-time Enactus and part-time students. So I believe maybe that's how we actually manage our schoolwork and as well as Enactus project. Yeah.
Okay, it's really great to hear that you guys have been spending a lot of time working on the projects. Could you also share, maybe just one last question for today. Could you also share how the time you have spent in the project as well as with the beneficiaries, how this has benefited you, how this impacted you?
Okay, I go first. I have been in Actors for almost 2 years, and this is my third year. And I've really seen many amazing things happen. A member from a member, and almost I'm now a vice president. So really, a lot of things has amazed me, especially how passionate our members are, and it has really impacted me significantly. I'm a better person now. I like to say that because I've learned to manage stress, people, business, and even relationship in a better way. So an actors member, we solve real life problems, and this precious experience are things that I can never really learn in school. So an actors have impacted me a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I've been in Enactus for almost a year, and why I actually joined Enactus in the first place was I thought that this was about learning how to run a business, how to run a social enterprise. But after the 1 year, I realized that this is not the only thing that I actually learned. The thing that I think that I learned the most was to how to manage human relations, not only within our own team members, but also with the beneficiaries. So over the year of working for beneficiaries, we actually meet real people. We have to solve real life problems with real life solutions. So after a year of actually getting to know them, I feel that I should actually relate to them more, their problems, and to be able to more effectively help them solve their problems. And this is something I feel that I actually learned, which I otherwise wouldn't have if I haven't joined Enactus. And it also gives me great satisfaction to see everybody working together for the same cause.
Okay, for me, it's almost the same as Lee Sheng and Debbie. I've also been in Enactus for about a year now, and it has greatly changed my life from before when I wasn't in Enactus. For instance, I could better manage like multiple tasks in one day, or like in half a day. With that, like juggling schoolwork and getting like an A is quite difficult. But then at the end of the day, you would realize that being in Enactus actually gives you a much greater sense of purpose, because what you do actually not just impact your own life, but the lives of others around you, like our underprivileged Malay homemakers. So that gives you a much more gratification than just being in school. And so I think that's one of the most inspiring things that has impacted me while I was in Enactus. But lastly, I would say I really enjoyed being in Enactus because of the many inspiring people that I've met, like Lee Chung and Debbie and Brian. And another thing would be, getting the opportunity to participate in World Cup was like a once in a lifetime opportunity, I guess, for many students. So these are all the things that I would appreciate, and that I couldn't ask for more. So that's for me.
it's really good to hear all the positive feedback that you guys have for Enactus in Singapore. You guys are doing a good job then.
Yeah, fantastic job.
So it sounds like everyone's so excited about the Enactus World Cup.
Yeah.
So yes, I think the team is also getting ready for all of that, and I think we'll be looking forward to that flight to Beijing.
Yeah.
Right. So back to you, Sarah.
Thank you so much. You guys have an incredible story, and I loved all that you shared about how much it's impacted you as well. So it really is amazing the impact that Enactus can have, not only on the communities that you're working with, but also with the students that are in the program. We really appreciated your story, Gourmet Guru, a platform to financially empower low-income homemakers by leveraging on their culinary expertise. Very impressive, and I know that they've been greatly impacted by your hard work and dedication. Congratulations and best of luck to you on the road to the Enactus World Cup. We're certainly very excited to welcome you there in Beijing. And a big thank you to our friends at Plus Social Good for supporting this series. We couldn't do it without them, and appreciate their commitment to tell the story about Enactus and particularly highlight our national champion teams as they make their road to the Enactus World Cup. Please stay tuned for the details for the next Plus Social Good Enactus Google Hangout, and be sure to check out our recently launched See Opportunity campaign, showcasing project stories, executive videos, and more. You can join the conversation at #SeeOpportunity. Again, thank you everyone for your time today, and look forward to checking in again soon. Take care.